Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Batavia Muckdog Baseball. Before the game starts, I'd like to show everyone tuned in listening here early some of the fun that's going on at the stadium today. It's Weenie Wednesday, which means Dollar Hot Dog Night. And that means fun. It's been a lot of fun here stadium early on. You can smell the hot dogs in the air. I tell you, I'm going to be pretty hungry up here by the end of this ball game with all these good smells. As of now, we are just about 5-10 minutes away from first pitch here this evening in what is sure to be a good game. A big game for the Muckdogs. It may be early in the season, but this is an interesting feeling out game against a team that is in a position that very much differs from last year, as the Muckdogs this evening will face off against the Newark Pilots. Now, in previous years, that would seem like not the tallest task, more of an easy victory. A W in the books. One more on the win column, however you want to say that. This year, things are different. They've played 9 games. They are 7-1-1. Last year, they finished 15-28. So a win today would put them more than halfway to last year's win total, and they've played just 10 games in the early going. It's been an impressive start to the season for the Pilots. They sit at the top of the standings so far. To top the West Division standings, of course, that 7-1-1 record. Things have all been coming up daisies, roses for Marcus Smith and the team that he has led into battle. You'll get to know them this evening. We'll give you the starting lineup, talk a bit about all the guys who've come together and contributed to the team's success when we return. They're doing some pregame festivities out on the field. And while they do that, we'll step away for just a moment. We'll be right back with lineups, first pitch, and baseball here this evening as the Batavia Muckdogs take on the Newark Pilots. We return now, as in just a moment, of the playing of the national anthem. Have another talented performer, as usual. After those performances, we are back. After a first pitch, we will have warm-ups and Muckdog baseball as the Pembroke Dragon throws out the first pitch. Dewey sits outside of third, watches, not even watching. He turned his back. No, now he's looking. He doesn't want to see it. He'll live. It's all fun around here, of course. First pitch is thrown, and now the man who will start on the mound will take his warm-ups. That is Ethan Papasek. Papasek has been very good so far this season. He's making his third start today. He's gone 7 2/3 innings across the first 2 outings with a 2.35 ERA. K to walk ratio, which a lot to like about that. 11 Ks in 7.2 innings. Just 4 walks, so he's done a good job staying in the zone. Batting average against at 258 shows that he's not really giving up a lot of hard contact. Papasek, he last started 10 days ago, so he's had some time off with the off days, doubleheader, just the way the schedule lined up. They didn't push him back at all. In that start against the Niagara Ironbacks on the 8th, he went 4 2/3 innings, allowed 1 earned run, gave up 3 hits, struck out 7, and walked 2. So, coming off of a really good start, some positive momentum, let's take a look at the lineup he will be going up against this evening in the Newark Pilots. Leading off and playing center field, it'll be Paulie Goodness. Batting second, playing shortstop, Cooper Loyal. Batting third, the right fielder, Casey Wensley. Batting fourth, it's the catcher, Noah Brooks. The fifth man in the order is the extra hitter, Louis Boussard. Batting sixth, it's the designated hitter, Nick DiGiacomo. Seventh hole has the first baseman, Alex Wooten. Batting eighth, it's the third baseman, Christian Butera. In the 9 hole, it's the second baseman, Anthony Hector. Rounding out the lineup, batting 10th, it's Jacob Poletto. He's in left field tonight. And the pitcher on the mound is Alexei Simachek. So you've seen the lineup. Now, we are just about ready to go with baseball this evening. The Muckdogs sit at 7-5. The Pilots at 7-1-1. As Paulie Goodness digs into the play, I gotta say, there are some fantastic names in this Newark lineup. Paulie Goodness, you want to talk about baseball? You want to talk about a baseball name? Doesn't get better than Paulie Goodness. As Papasek delivers a heater outside for ball 1, and we are underway this evening. Just heard word that 76 degrees at first pitch. Some clouds in the sky, but seems like the rain will hold off. They'll be able to play baseball tonight. There's been some rain in other areas of upstate New York, but for the most part, no precipitation. Participation by the rain, also you could say. Is that one inside? It's 3-0 now on Paulie Goodness. Goodness went 0 for 3 with a sac fly versus Niagara Falls in the Pilots' win yesterday. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Goodness has been a staple at the top of the order for the Pilots. He's swiped a ton of bags, 6 stolen bases, a 375 OBP, 3-1 pitch, tapped third base, Inman Fields. He'll throw to first. 1 hop, not in time. Goodness shows off the wheels, beats that one out. It's an infield single to open up the ball game tonight. Paulie Goodness representing that traditional leadoff man, playing center field, not a ton of pop in the bat, but he can run. He gets on base, only 1 strikeout, so a guy who's not going to K. He's on, he's a threat. Cooper Fesh behind the plate, and Ethan Papasek will have to pay him some mind, make sure he doesn't move into scoring position. As the batter at the plate now is the shortstop, Cooper Loyal. First pitch to Loyal is in there for strike 1. Giving you a look at the Muckdog defense. You mentioned Cooper Fesh behind the plate. Around the infield, it's Blake Ewing at first, as he, right on cue, catches a throw from Ethan Papasek. Goodness, back in time. Ewing at first. At second base, Caleb Walker. Remaining shortstop, as usual, Tyler Castrataro. And at the hot corner, Jackson Inman. In the outfield from left to right, it's Blake Horton. Travis Hammond returns to the lineup for the first time since June 8th. He's in center field, and in right field, it's Jacob Vesco. The count is 2-1 on Cooper Loyal. Loyal on the season, batting .350, a .533 on-base percentage as he taps that one high, chopper to shortstop. Castrataro fields, throws to first, in time for the first out. Goodness advances to second base. The high chopping nature of that ball and Paulie Goodness's speed made sure that there was no play at second. Castrataro made the smart decision and recorded an out as Casey Wensley, the big thumping bat, left-hander in the middle of this order, grounds that one up the middle. Nice play by Papasek. Gloves it. Looked Goodness back to second, then threw to first to get the second out. Some nice reflexes on a sharply hit ground ball up the middle. And there are two down now here in the top of inning number 1. For Noah Brooks, I said that Casey Wensley was a big booming bat in the middle of the order. Noah Brooks has been the number 1 hitter so far on the season as he grounds that one in the hole. Castrataro running over fields, throws on the run, offline, but Ewing goes off. He made the tag, but the umpire ruled him safe. Looked like Blake Ewing came off the bag, did a great job applying the tag. The umpires will talk it over. I tell you, it sure looked like out number 3. The Muckdogs are running off the field. They change the call, they rule him out. That's a good thing, you know. That was the right call ultimately made in the end. Doesn't matter how they got there. The point is they made the right call. So a quick inning from Ethan Papasek. He gives up an infield single to open things up, but no further damage. And after a half inning of play, it's 0-0. The Muckdogs coming to bat.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Back now for the bottom of inning number 1. Already mentioned Alexei Simachek on the mound for the Pilots this evening. He's made 1 appearance. This will be his first start, second appearance of the year. Has a 3.38 ERA, tossed 2.2 innings. He attends Kalamazoo College. Let's give you a look now at the Batavia Muckdogs starting lineup. Batting first, he's found a home in the leadoff spot. It's the left fielder, Braden Horton. Batting second, once again, it's the shortstop, Tyler Castrataro. In the 3-hole, the third baseman, Jackson Inman. Batting fourth, and the extra hitter tonight, it's Brian Fry. In the 5 spot, it's the designated hitter, James Bolton. Cooper Fesh is behind the plate. He'll bat 6th. Jacob Vesco bats 7th, plays right field. Blake Ewing, the hitman, plays first base and bats 8th, gives Justin Aspinall the day off. Travis Hammond, returning to the lineup, bats 9th, plays center field. Horton takes strike 1. And rounding out the lineup, batting 10th, playing second base, it is Caleb Walker. So a few changes, a little bit of a shuffle. Good to see Travis Hammond back in the lineup. 0-1 pitch on its way. That one inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and one now on Horton. He swings and misses. Nice heater there from Simacek. Simacek's lone outing of the season came back on the 13th, so he's on 5 days rest. That came against the Niagara Ironbacks. He's ahead of Braden Horton 1-2. He sets, kicks, and fires. Tapped up the middle. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first is in time. A sharp ground out for out number 1. Horton hit it on the nose. But a nice play there by the second baseman, Hector. As there's one down now for Tyler Castrataro. Castrataro had a quiet day at the plate yesterday, went 0 for 3, did have an RBI as he produced a sac fly. And it was not the loudest day at the office for the Muckdogs hitters. That one up high, 1-0. But if previous games, following a loss or any indicator, expect some loud contact today as the Muckdogs, after their first 4 losses of the season, every single time the next game they've scored double-digit runs. That includes even a 7-inning doubleheader game against the Pioneers. So, a team that's shown great fortitude and an ability to bounce back will have that tested again this evening after last night's loss to the Double Days. As the 2-0 was cut on and missed, and it's 2-1. And it's also going to be a tall task. Against this squad, the pitch on its way, called strike, 2-2 now on Castrataro. Two balls and 2 strikes, the count. Here comes the pitch. Tapped foul outside of third. He'll stay alive. Pitch on its way. It hits him. That one looked like it hit Castrataro on the hand, wrist area. Hope he's okay. He slams his helmet down. He's walking straight over to Skip Martinez and the trainer. He is in some serious pain over there. Hope everything's all right. Giving him the attention. It was a fastball, just not too much that he could do about that. I mean, it's just the tough reality of the sport, as you got to stay in to stay alive, especially with 2 strikes. It looks like the wrist area that they're attending to. Don't want to speculate about anything. Castrataro still being tended to over just outside of the home Muckdogs dugout. Travis Hammond has joined out there. It's Skip Martinez, the athletic trainer, Tyler Castrataro, and Hammond. And Tyler Castrataro is okay. He'll take first base. That is a great sight to see. Really glad that he's okay, and he is a threat to steal. He's got 4 stolen bags, tied for second on the team. And the man at the plate handles the bat well. He's got a .293 average as Jackson Inman will come to the plate. Inman on the season, 293, 407 on base, a 439 slug, good for an 846 OPS. He fouls the first pitch back, and it's 0-1. I mentioned the stat about the Muckdogs doing a great job bouncing back, scoring a ton of runs after they lose a game. This evening, they may have to, as the Pilots' offense has been tremendous to open the season, as that is a called strike on the outside corner. The count 0-2. They're first in batting average in the entire PGCBL. They're tied for first in on base percentage with the Mohawks. Anytime you can be tied with Amsterdam in a stat, you're probably doing a pretty great job. They're also third in slug, so across the board, this offense has been tremendous as Jackson Inman fouls it away, stays alive. The Muckdogs' offense has also been strong, but in every stat, they're just a few ticks behind the Pilots. Not what you would have expected before the season. Newark has just come out of the gates guns a-blazing as Jackson Inman fouls that one away. Third base silent out of play. The count's still 0-2. After Inman, it'll be Brian Fry, the extra hitter, and then, if it gets to him, the DH, James Bolton. Continuing that rotation of catchers, Bolton on the bench last night, in tonight, Romick out of the lineup. 0-2 pitch, grounded foul outside of first. Jackson Inman still sticking with the AB, staying alive. Inman yesterday had one of the better days at the plate in the Muckdog lineup, went 2 for 4 with 2 singles. He'll see an 0-2 and line it into the gap in right center field. That one is going to get down for a base hit. Going for third is Castrotaro. He'll make it easily. Inman picks up a single, continues the hot hitting going, and the Muckdogs are in business. They've got runners on the corners with one away here in the bottom of inning number 1. Coming up to bat now, it'll be Brian Fry. Here are the numbers on the season. He's been an on-base whiz to open things up. A 465 OBP, 333 average, 364 slug through 11 games, 829 OPS. He'll look to get the job done, drive in a run. That one inside for ball 1. Fry has 5 ribbies on the season. They all, funnily enough, came in the same game. Drove in 5 runs in the second leg of the doubleheader versus Elmira last week as he swings and misses to even things up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 1. That heater is up high, and Brian Fry jumps ahead in the count. Two balls and a strike. The pitch fouled away, third base side. Just to address, Miles, this is a collegiate summer league, so everyone on the field here is just playing some summer ball, trying to continue their development and move on to the next level. They're all currently in college, 2-2 on the way. As the runner goes for second, Inman is there. No throw made down, and there are runners on second and third now. The players come from a wide range of colleges across all different levels, but they all have the same goal. They're trying to play at a higher level, and a lot of guys end up going on to play, whether semi-pro ball or Major League Baseball. So that one is fouled away at third base side. The Muckdogs currently have a few of their alumni playing in the minor leagues, trying to work their way up to play Major League Baseball. But across the league, MLB guys have come from the PGCBL as the 3-2 pitch on the way to Fry. Fly ball into right field, taking a few steps back, getting under it, and making the catch is Wensley. Both runners tag up and advance with ease. Castrataro scores. Brian Fry, with some nice situational hitting, drives in a run with the sac fly. And the Muckdogs strike first here this evening. They are up 1-0. Next man up is James Bolton. Bolton did not play in yesterday's game. Let's take a look at the numbers for today's designated hitter on the season. This will be his 7th game. He's got a .250 average and a .500 on-base percentage. He takes that one inside for ball 1. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in this evening. It's going to be a great game, so you are in the right place as that one taken up high. It's 2-0. Certainly in the right place for some great baseball. The Muckdogs, I can tell you, those guys hate losing every time. They've lost a game, they've immediately come out with their hair on fire. 2-0 pitch on the way to Bolton. Inside, almost hits him with the breaking ball on the count 3-0. And the Pilots are trying to make a name for themselves, let everyone know, hey, we may have gone 15-28 last year, but that doesn't matter. This year, we're at the top of the division. They're trying to set the tone for the rest of the summer, as it'll be a 3-0 now to James Bolton. Clips the outside corner. Bolton still in a very favorable 3-1 hitters count. Three balls and a strike the count. Pitch on its way. Outside for ball 4. Bolton continues to command the strike zone. That's his 7th walk of the season in his 7th game. So how about that? He's averaging a walk per game. Great patience at the plate. He keeps the inning going for Cooper Fesh. Fesh, on the other side of things, doesn't have a walk on the season, but he's been hitting to the tune of a .423 average, a .467 on base, a .928 OPS. Fesh, in his first season in Batavia, has just been fantastic. Part of this 3-catcher tandem, which has been in the middle of a ton of the Muckdogs' success in the early going. As that one is lined up the middle, base hit, a hot shot, gives the Muckdogs a 2-0 lead. Cooper Fesh keeps his hot start to the season going and puts the Muckdogs up 2-0 here on the bottom of inning number 1. 2 out hits are just so huge and so deflating. If you're on the mound, you're so close to getting out of the inning. Just to get clipped in that situation, it makes all the difference as the game goes on, as Jacob Vesco will try to continue to pour things on here in inning number 1. First pitch to him is high. It's 1-0. Vesco initially had yesterday off, as we'll look at his numbers on the season. 167 average, but a .429 on base percentage, so I imagine those average numbers will go up. The process has been good at the plate. That's something that hitting coach Khalid Cox preaches, is the process. He works with his guys, making sure that they are ready to put themselves in successful situations. Vesco in the lineup, ready to put some runs on the board. He swings and foul tips that one into the glove, and the count 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strike. On Jacob Vesco, went 0 for 0 with a hit by pitch last night versus Auburn. 1-2 on its way. Up high with the breaking ball. It's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes the count here in the bottom of inning number 1. 2 runs have already come across. Vesco looking to add some more. Pitch on its way. Ground ball through the right side. It's a base hit. They're going to wave around the runner, Bolton. The throw to the plate is not in time. Bolton slides under the tag. It's an RBI single for Jacob Vesco. And the Muckdogs are up 3-0 in the blink of an eye here in inning number 1. That, I think, has to be the closest play at the plate we've seen all season so far. With 2 outs, Bolton off on contact, made a nice sharp turnaround third. It was a strong throw from Wensley in right field, but not quite strong enough as Bolton was able to beat it out. As the 8th hitter of the inning comes to the plate in Blake Ewing. Ewing came off the bench and ripped a single in last night's game. And he hasn't had a ton of playing time early on. This will be his 9th game, so he's gotten in more than half of the games, but first pitch to him is fouled away at home. But you can see the numbers. He's getting on base at a nearly 700 clip. That will catch your attention. Doesn't have an extra base hit yet on the season, but I imagine that'll change, as he's a guy who certainly has some big-time exit velo capabilities. A 1 pitch on its way to him. That one low. It's 1-1. Ewing is the Tully's hitman of the game today, so if he gets a base hit, the fans here will get coupons for free chicken tenders at Tully's. Full transparency, I was the one who picked Ewing. Put my faith in him. So it's 1-2 now. And, I mean, it's not hard to see why. The numbers have been really impressive for him in the early going. Right now, he's behind 1-2 in the count. Looking to battle back, driving a run. Bubba Dog is not here this evening, just to let you know. Checking back at second, now coming to the plate, the 1-2. Tap to second base, fielded. The throw to first is in time. That will retire the side, but not before the Muckdogs strike for 3 runs. They get 3 base hits, some situational hitting. Has them up early in this one. We head to the 2nd inning.
Hi, what can I get for you? 1 Muckdog ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
We're back for inning number 2. Ethan Papasek, after a quick first inning, 4 ground balls. 1 was beat out by Polly Goodness for a base hit, but 3 straight ground outs. After that, the man leading off the top half of inning number 2 is Louis Boussard. He takes strike 1 on the outer half of the plate. Boussard, so far this season, hitting .333. He's from Louisville, Texas. Takes that one for a ball. Boussard, yesterday versus Niagara Falls, in the 5-1 Pilot victory, went 2 for 3. So trying to keep that momentum going today. The count even at 1-1. Papasek ready, comes home. That one sliced foul, left side, 1-2 on the extra hitter. It's 5, 6, and 7 in the Pilot order here in inning number 2. Boussard, Nick DiGiacomo, and Alex Wooten. As that slider is a bit outside. Papasek tried to get that one to snap back onto the outside corner. Just started it a little bit too far out. 2-2 on the way now. He went back to that pitch, just missed again, and the count now is full on the extra hitter. 3-2 pitch on its way. Tapped. Up the middle. Castratara ranging over. Can't get to it. It rolls into center field. It's a leadoff single. Boussard took a big turn at first base. But going for 2 was not an option there. He goes back. And for the second straight inning, the Pilots have a man on with a leadoff single for Nick DiGiacomo. Giacomo went 1 for 2 yesterday, a ribby, a walk. First pitch to him, he swings and misses through for strike 1. He has a .500 on base percentage so far. He just finished off his freshman season at Franklin and Marshall. Fouls that one away and falls behind 0-2. An outfielder not playing the field today as the DH. 0-2 on its way. Just outside Papasek, walked off the mound. He thought it was strike 3. They ruled against it, though, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Pitch on its way. Called. Strike 3. That was a thing of beauty. DiGiacomo is really talking at home plate. He is not happy with the call. He's barking as he walks back to the dugout. You don't usually see guys fully turn around and talk and kind of show up the umpire like he did right there, expressing his frustration with the call. As the first pitch to Alex Wooten is outside. Wooten playing first base this evening. He's from Palmyra, New York. One of 4 guys on this Newark squad from the area. It makes sense. Right outside of Newark. Some local kids representing the squad on the season. He's got a .273 average and a .606 OPS as he takes that one outside corner for strike 1. Kind of looked like a similar location to the one that rung up DiGiacomo. Two balls and a strike. As Boussard, he's been dancing over there at first base right there. It took a pretty big secondary jump before Papasek stepped off. 2-1. Is outside, it's 3-1. On an earlier pitch in the previous AB, he really took a big step Seemed like he had the intention of running, but then decided against it. 3-1 the count, the pitch. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Things run full. Boussard, who's already been jumpy, ready to go at first base. I would imagine on the 3-2 pitch, he's off here with one away. Papasek, with the same frame of mind, checks in on him, throws over to first before he comes to the plate. Here comes the 3-2. Runner not going. Check swing. Called strike 3. And again, Wooten not happy with the call. He turns back. He's barking as well. A bit of chippiness with the home plate umpire. We really haven't seen a ton of that from the players in the earlier going this season. Saw it right there, though. There's 2 down now. That one was ruled a swinging strike 3. As Christian Butera comes to the plate with 2 outs and a man on. Lines went out to second base. Walker leaps and makes the catch. Oh, what a play by Caleb Walker. Showing off the vertical reach. He gets up there to retire the side. How about that? The Muckdogs, again, give up a leadoff single, but restrained that man at first base. And after 1.5 innings of play, this one is 3-0 Muckdogs.
My dude Josh Petrosky, 716 Hurt, best team around. Great day to have a great day. I've heard you're the biggest troll on the team, so I got to get you. Oh, these guys are called the Muckdogs too? That's sick. What's up, what's up? How you doing today? Living the dream. You have one arm to throw with. He's got 2. This is going to be so fun to watch. I'm excited. Probably a little easier when the batter's in the box and not behind a fence. Yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing, like the ones you're leaving out, you're just pulling that glove early and letting that arm get long and draggy out there. You know, I never thought I'd say it'd be a bad day to be an American, but given the context that we're playing the Americans, bad day to be an American. I got to learn how to handle you. That's why, like, a big thing is letting you do you, because I've never had a switch pitcher. So, oh, now he's going to do it with his other arm. What a talented specimen of a human. Ooh, saucy. Love that. Slide step, fuzz piece at the knees. Banana bread at work, dude. Attack, no walks, make them hit. Yeah. No one's stringing together hits against us yet, so until they do that, let's fill it up. Yeah. Pass the IDAR test, that's for sure.
From the right side?
From both sides. There's one thing Skip does, it's always have a good watch and always have clean shoes. 315, yeah, I knew that off the top of my head. Yeah, easy. I'm definitely under a squat rack at least twice a week. Hollingsworth's never seen a cornfield. You know my high school had to bring your tractor to school day? Oh, he has ate it. Aaron Judge. Oh.
Travis Hammond digs into the box for the first time in 10 days. Good to see him back in the lineup, patrolling center field. Here are the numbers on the season so far for Hammond. This is his 7th game. He takes that one up and inside. A rude welcoming back to the box from Simicek, but it doesn't hit him. And the count 1-0. One ball, no strikes the count. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball clips the outside corner and evens the count at 1-1. After Hammond, it'll be Caleb Walker, and then the top of the Muckdog order with Braden Horton. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball low in the zone for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, the pitch on its way. Fly ball deep down the left field line. That's slicing, it lands foul. Just next to the Muckdog bullpen. Hammond got that one in the wheelhouse. A hanging breaking ball was just a touch early. That would have been a real nice welcome back to the lineup. His first extra base hit of the season. Goes 5 feet foul, though, and the count is still 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch from Simachek on its way. Called strike 3. Fastball paints the outside corner, and Hammond is retired. As Caleb Walker comes to the plate. Walker fared better than most in last night's contest, went 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Here are the numbers so far as he plays in his 10th game of the season. Walker, a threat to run. You just saw him make an acrobatic play at second base. He grounds that one to the second baseman. Fielded and thrown in time there from Hector for a quick second out. Lineup flips over now as Braden Horton will come to the plate. Didn't get a chance to show you Horton's numbers in his first AB, so I'll show you them. They've been slightly changed now after grounding out to second base back in the first, but he has done nothing but hit and get on base since he got here about a week ago. He takes that one low for ball 1. Horton playing in his 6th game. 1-0 pitch on its way. Is up high, 2-0. He's really taken control of the leadoff spot in the order, and it makes sense. I mean, a 600 on-base percentage. The potential for some pop, too. A lot to like as he fouls that one away. It's 2-1. And on top of the pop and the on-base prowess, a speedster. Horton has 1 stolen bag, but I anticipate, I'll say it, Braden Horton, my prediction for the game, Braden Horton steals a base today. He'll have to get on base to get it done here. The 2-1 pitch on its way is inside, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. The count on the left fielder, Horton. Here comes the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. Horton thought he had drawn a walk, was ready to toss that bat. But it's ruled strike 2, and the count is full. Simachek will kick and fire. That one inside. The fielders were starting to run towards the dugout. That one seemed pretty similar location to that last pitch. This one, though, a bit further inside, and it's a 2-out walk for Braden Horton. Let's see if my prediction comes true, and he swipes second base right here. With 2 outs, this makes sense as a situation to run. Maybe we'll give him a pitch or two to get the timing down on Simachek's delivery. First pitch to Castrataro is fly down the left field line and fair for a base hit. Horton will go to third. Castrataro is going for second base, and he is in there with his first double of the season. Tyler Castrataro puts runners on second and third. The Muckdogs pushing for a 2-out rally as Jackson Inman comes to the plate. I think that hand, wrist, wherever Castrataro got hit, is feeling pretty good. He, after getting to second base, you saw it on the broadcast, swung those arms around, did the Muckdog team double Selly. A tribute to Muckdog owner Robbie Nichols, back a celebration he did back in his playing days as a professional hockey star. It's Jackson Inman up to the plate. Fouls that one away, third base side out of play, and it's 0-1. Inman had a base hit back in the first inning, came around to score. He leads the team in RBIs with 11. A situation where he's primed to add to his team lead right here. No balls and a strike the count. Inman awaits that open lefty stance. Simicek delivers. That one inside, and the count even at 1-1. Pitch on its way. That one. Same spot, same result as Jackson Inman now in a favorable 2-1 hitters count. Looking to do damage. Muckdogs don't have any runs home this inning, but it seemed like an easy inning was in order. 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Inman upset that he didn't knock that one into fair territory. Thought he had a good pitch to hit. Count still 2-2. But this inning started pretty innocently with a strikeout and a ground out, but Braden Horton walked. Tyler Castrotaro followed that up with a double. And Jackson Inman can really pile on and put the Pilots in a big hole early. We've talked already on this broadcast about 2-out hits, 2-out RBIs. They've already gotten 2 of those in the second inning. As Inman reaches out, pokes that one to first base. It'll be a race to the bag. Simicek wins it and retires the side. So the Muckdogs leave 2 runners on base. They do not score, but they still lead 3-0. We're going to the third inning. Fans, now let's really take a look at the Muckdogs' upcoming schedule. As tomorrow they go on the road, they'll take on the Niagara Ironbacks. That one will be at 6:30. The first time in Muckdog PGCBL history that they're going to play a baseball game in Canada, an international ball game. That will be fun to watch. Friday will be fun to attend at Dwyer Stadium, as it's Dewey's birthday. You saw Mascot toss out the first pitch tonight. That maybe some foreshadowing for what's in store on Friday. Going to be a ton of mascots, a ton of fun. It's going to be a hot one. Hot, sunny day. That's true PGCBL summer baseball. I'm looking forward to that one. Then it's going to be a road weekend for the Muckdogs. They've played a ton of home games so far. Only gone on the road for 3 of their first 12 games. Well, that's going to start evening out. Saturday, they're in Jamestown. Sunday, in Niagara Falls. Ethan Papasek, still on the bump, delivers strike 1. To the second baseman, Anthony Hector. It'll be 9, 10, and 1. In the pilot order, Anthony Hector, Jacob Paletto, excuse me. Let's count 0-2. And then back to the top of the order with Paulie Goodness. Hector, on the season, hitting .281, takes that one outside for a ball. From Miami, Florida, he attended Herkimer College for 2 years, but now he's in the transfer portal. 1-2 on the way. Grounded outside of third. Inman lays out, fields it, the throw to first. In time. What a play by Jackson Inman. That one seemed ticketed for left field. A fully outstretched dive. The long throw across, Blake Ewing stretched out, stuck with the bag, stuck with the ball. The Muckdogs are flashing the leather here tonight. Caleb Walker with that tremendous leap and grab to end the second. Now to open the third. A sparkler from both ends of the corner infield as Papasek delivers a breaking ball outside, 1-0, on the 10th man, Jacob Paletto. Paletto, also from Miami, Florida, has started all 9 games so far this summer for the Pilots as he fouls that one away and evens the count at 1-1. Back-to-back Florida kids in the lineup. Also, a pair of Michigan men on the mound. Papasek from Rochester, Michigan. Simacek from Waterford. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. Pitch on its way. Tapped. Foul outside of first. It's a ball and 2 strikes on the 10th hitter, Paletto. That one just outside. Count even at 2-2. Jacob Paletto went 1 for 3 in the game versus the Americans yesterday. Takes that one up high. To run the count full. Three balls, 2 strikes, pitch on its way, breaking ball, outside. Paletto is on with a 1-out walk as the lineup flips over to Paulie Goodness. Goodness legged out an infield single back in the first inning. Definitely got some wheels. Skip Martinez will walk out to discuss something. This won't be any type of pitching change or anything like that. Papasek has been in control of this one so far. Not 100% sure what the confusion is, what they're discussing. Walking back to the dugout now, whatever it was, seems sorted out. First pitch to Goodness. Paints the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Fly ball into right field. Vesco chasing over towards the line. Under it, makes the catch for the 2nd out. Goodness is set down. As Cooper Loyal comes to the plate. Back-to-back guys with great names. Goodness and Loyal. I'd say people tie those together. It's good to be loyal. Cooper Loyal takes that one inside for ball 1. To start the season, it's been good to be Cooper Loyal. See what I did there? He's, as I mentioned, .533 on base percentage, man and shortstop. That is tremendously valuable. No surprise to see him at the top of this lineup. He takes that breaking ball outside. It's 2-0. Loyal, part of that ability to get on base has been, he's been getting plunked a ton. Leads the Pilots and hit by pitches with 5 hit by pitches already. Have to imagine that turns around. I mean, looking at him, he's not too crowded on the plate. 2-1 on its way. That one fouled back in the count, 2-2. He's not really up on that line, not Anthony Rizzo-esque or other guys who really crowd the plate. Have to think that's just a small sample size thing that will even itself out over time. 2-2 pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. Papasek with a beautiful breaking ball. Gets strike 3 and sits the Pilots down. He has been cruising through this one. 3 shutout innings. He's allowed just 3 base runners through those 3 innings, and after 2.5 innings of play, the Muckdogs lead 3-0, and they're coming to bat.
Who would you not let you date your daughter? On this team, none of them.
Walker Gleishaw, Irwin's Branch, Sam Gill. We'll go with
Blake. Gotta be Blake. I'm not letting Blake date my daughter.
Yo, I forgot about Blake.
Definitely Blake. Love you, Blake. Can't date my daughter.
Sam Gill.
Irwin's Branch, date my daughter. Reed Markham absolutely can never date my daughter, ever.
Cooperone, just because he's Coop.
I wouldn't let Walker Gleishaw date my daughter.
Brian Fry.
Branch, for sure. At Bama, Gary Beaver.
Oh, Sliz.
That's not even a question.
This is an easy one for me. I've got to go with Sliz.
Nobody, because she's 3, but also Jacob Vitska.
Okay. Probably, I'm not letting Woodley anywhere near my daughter either. Travis, he can't date my daughter either. Garrett Beaver. That's all I gotta say?
Walker Glashaw, Van Meter, Gavin Chandler.
You're going to go with Sliz.
I wouldn't. You see this group? None of you is dating my daughter.
I'm in there.
Nah, you gotta say one. Especially not you. You would let me do it. I only get one person?
Yeah, you only get one person.
If there's only one person, Sliz, I'm sorry.
You guys
Irwin
don't know
Branch.
why.
I wouldn't let Irwin
You forgot how many nights.
Branch is not coming within 100 miles.
After pitching 2 innings, there's been a change on the mound as Alexei Semichek's day is done and Sean Driscoll is in. Brian Fry comes to the plate. Driscoll has been primarily a starter. This is his 4th appearance of the season. Out of his first 3, 2 were starts as Fry grounds the first pitch he sees to first base. Fielded by Wooten, he steps on the bag in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of inning number 3. Driscoll, last time on the mound was June 12th, so 6 days ago versus Jamestown. In 4 innings, he allowed 4 runs. Gave up 9 hits. Struck out 4, walked 1. So the control, good. The base hits, something that he's going to want to cut down. Pitch from Driscoll, breaking ball, cuts the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. His numbers on the season, he's gone 7 innings across 3 appearances, has a 9 ERA, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks. As Bolton taps that one foul, hits off the catcher, rolls to fair territory, but it's 0-2. Bolton walked and came around to score on a close play back in the first inning. Is that breaking ball well outside? Bolton wise to leave it. He's ahead 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. That one fouled away, third base side. Called strike 3. Driscoll dials up a heater, sets down Bolton. And he's got 2 quick outs after coming into this game as Cooper Fesh comes to the plate. Fesh had a 2-out ribby single back in the first inning. Swings, fouls that one away, third base side. It's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Driscoll goes to a changeup, misses outside to even the count. Here comes the pitch to Fesh. That breaking ball gets back on the outside corner. And Sean Driscoll, a strike away from a brilliant first inning in this ball game, and he gets just that as a swing and a miss on a breaking ball in the dirt. They throw down to first to complete the final out of the third inning. A 1-2-3 inning in relief from Sean Driscoll, and we're heading to the fourth inning. The Muckdogs lead today 3-0.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Inning number 4, just about ready to get underway. It'll be 3, 4, 5 in the Pilots order. Casey Wensley will lead off. He grounded out back to Papasek in the first inning. It was a nice play from the pitcher coming off the mound. Not really coming off the mound, actually, just getting that glove down on a ball scorched back up the middle. Little did we know, it started a theme of really clean, fresh defensive play on the infield from the Muckdogs. I say on the infield because, I mean, there really hasn't been much chance for the outfielders to really get any action, as Papasek has been keeping the ball on the ground or into the back of Cooper Fesch's glove. Pitch on its way. That one outside. Wensley lines that to shortstop. Catch is made by Castrataro for out number 1. Papasek has really rolled through this game. There's been a base runner in each inning, but that's it. Just one base runner, and one man reached second. But that was it. He's just avoided any type of real trouble. He's gotten some help from his friends out in the field. And he's through 3 1/3 innings. Scoreless as that. And went for a front door breaking ball right there. Just missed low and maybe a touch inside as it's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. That breaking ball clips the outside part of the plate, and the count even at 1s to Noah Brooks. Brooks has been the guy in the Pilot lineup. He leads in pretty much every single offensive category in the early going as he swings and misses through strike 2 right there. Average, on base percentage, slugging percentage, RBIs, extra base hits, you name it, Noah Brooks is at the top. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Papasek sets him down for the second out. 2 quick outs to open up the fourth. He is really in a groove on the mound right now. Louis Broussard, Up to the plate, he had a single right back up the middle to open up the second inning. Now 2 outs in the fourth, nobody on. He fouls away the first pitch he sees to fall behind 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Outside to even the count. One ball and one strike. That breaking ball low. For the Muckdogs, in the bottom of the fourth inning, it'll be Jacob Vesco, Blake Ewing, and Travis Hammond up to bat. First, Papasek will have to get the final out in the top of inning number 4. He's behind Louis Boussard, 3-1. Nick DeGiacomo on deck. If you remember, he struck out looking. Wasn't too happy with the call. So that one grounded out to second base. Walker there. Fields throws to first in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Ethan Papasek. He continues to just go on cruise control. He's through 4 shutout innings. The Muckdogs lead 3-0.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One more Pregame, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
Back now for inning number 4. Sean Driscoll still on the mound. He'll be the bulk guy today, most likely. He looked great in his first inning of work. Set down the Muckdogs 1-2-3, 2 strikeouts. Trying to keep that going. Vesco in right field this evening. Had an RBI single back in the first. It was his 3rd ribby on the campaign. Pitch on its way. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. So it's a swinging strike on Vesco to open up the inning. Driscoll really showing off a good breaking ball here. He goes back to it. That one paints the outside corner. He's quickly ahead, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Driscoll kicks, fires. Fastball in there, called, strike 3. 3rd straight batter set down by the K for Sean Driscoll. There is the first out of inning number 4. As Blake Ewing, the first baseman, comes to the plate. Ewing grounded out to end the first inning. Looking to make the fans happy with some chicken tenders. Swings and misses through strike 1. As the totally sit man, if he gets a knock, the fans get coupons for chicken tenders. It's no balls and a strike on him. Takes that one. Breaking ball. Backdoor beauty from Sean Driscoll. Again, ahead 0-2. Pitch on its way. Outside. It's 1-2. Ewing stays alive, fouls it away to the left side of the diamond. Justin Espinal has been the #1 primary starter at first base. 1-2 pitch, ground ball, shortstop, hits off the grass. Loyal fields, throws in time for out number 2. The ball redirected itself a little bit on that grass, but Cooper Loyal stayed loyal to the baseball, stuck with it, and recorded the second out here in inning number 4. As Travis Hammond, back for his second AB in his return to the lineup, he struck out looking versus Simachek in the second inning. And he takes that one low for ball 1. That breaking ball just a touch outside. Driscoll has really shown an innate ability to paint that pitch. He swings and misses through a heater. Dialed it up right there. Driscoll from Barry University was an innings eater. Tossed 58.1 innings on the mound this season. That one fouled away outside of third, and the count is even at 2-2. The first 5 batters that have come to the plate against Sean Driscoll have been set down. Travis Hammond looking to break that trend, 2-2 on its way. Fouls it back on a breaking ball inside to stay alive. 2-2, here it comes. Similar pitch, fouled away again. Just above the dugout on the first base side. Hit it over those pilots. It flew over them. 2-2, here it comes. Fouled away again. Travis Hammond with a lengthy AB. Now making it easy on the Pilots pitcher. As he waves and misses, Driscoll wins the battle on a nasty breaking ball. He's set down the first 6 batters he's faced, 4 of them via K. The Muckdogs, though, through 4 innings, still lead this one 3-0 as we are headed to the 5th.
My favorite candy is Kit Kat, but I eat the chocolate first and then the wafer.
Favorite candy's got to be Reese's Cups. I'm gonna go with Starburst.
My favorite candy is the Nerds Clusters.
My favorite candy, Sour Skittles.
Mike, man.
They're new. They're called peelers. It's like you peel them and inside it's gummy.
Sour gummy worms.
Definitely have to go with Quit. Big Quit guy. Big chocolate guy.
Yeah. Favorite candy? Unpopular opinion. 100 grand.
Undisputed champ, 3 Musketeers.
Kit Kat.
Starburst.
Thanks.
She's cookies and cream. This is the best one.
I'm gonna go with Quit.
Favorite candy?
Inning number 5 kicks off with 6, 7, and 8 in the Pilot order. The first man, Nick DiGiacomo. Papasek. That breaking ball inside. Had enough movement to avoid the designated hitter, DiGiacomo, who was expressive leaving the box after Kang back in the first. He flies that one into right field. Vesco chasing after it, reaches out and makes the catch. Nice grab out there. Used every bit of that 6'4" frame to haul it in out there in right center to set down the leadoff man. If Papasek can navigate through this fifth inning cleanly, which, unless unforeseen circumstances come up, you have to imagine he will, he'll have officially recorded his longest outing of the season. That heater on 0-0 is just a touch high. It's 1-0. Papasek's previous longest start came in his last one versus the Ironbacks. That breaking ball just misses inside. Tried to place it front door. Went 4 2/3 innings in his last start 10 days ago. That one tapped to third. Inman fields, throws to first base in time. And the right-hander now has matched that number with 2 outs here in the fifth inning. Been on cruise control, has not given up a hit since Louis Boussard had a leadoff single back in the second inning. He did walk a batter in the third. "12 of the last 13 batters he's faced, he's set down. He's been in absolute cruise control on that mound. Really nothing more. That pitching coach, Grant Bickham, head coach Martinez, couldn't ask for any better as Papasek delivers that breaking ball in for strike one on Butera. Butera was robbed of a base hit to end the second inning as Caleb Walker made an acrobatic leaping grab. He gets plunked right there. Papasek just could not quite get the release point on that one. Butera hit on the calf. He'll take first base with 2 down. Anthony Hector digs in now. He grounded out. He also got robbed of a hit. If you remember, just a few innings ago, Butera and Hector were the two on the wrong end of 2 sparkling plays to end the second and start the third for the Muckdogs. As he hit a ball decently well down the third base line, but Jackson Inman with full extension, as that one hits him too. Looked like it clipped him on the elbow guard, and after 2 quick outs, 2 straight hit batsmen from Papasek. As Jacob Paletto will come up now with 2 on and 2 away. Pitching coach Grant Bickham will go and talk things over with his right-hander. There is someone up out in the pen. It looks like the left-hander Evan Hollinsworth from my vantage point. Definitely a lefty. And with Jake Sliz having gone yesterday, there's no other option unless it's James Van Meter. But that, definitely Hollinsworth. Sliz yesterday was brilliant on the mound. His team, not their best day at the office, obviously, in a 12-4 loss. But he really showed signs of excellence. Tossed a heater into the upper 80s. 88, 89 is the range where he sat as he went 2 2/3 innings. Ate up some seriously needed outs as the Muckdogs just don't have the luxury to use a ton of pitchers in every game when they play 8 days in a row. This is just game 2 of that stretch. It's the first pitch from Paletto, grounded to second base. Walker fields a tough hop cleanly, flips to Castrotaro at second to retire the side. The meeting on the mound works like a charm as the side is retired now. 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 5th. This one halfway done. The Muckdogs lead 3-0.
Pregame superstition, black coffee, and picks every day. That's pregame superstition.
You gotta get Chipotle before every game.
I do really bad pitching if I don't drink 500 milligrams of caffeine and 6 ibuprofens. It's just my thing.
I have an energy drink and I pray.
I pray. Always gotta pray for me. Pregame superstition, 7 brew coffee. There we go. According to a baseball book I've read called Mental ABCs of Baseball, it says superstitions are bad.
Okay. Energy drink. I want to sleep as much the night before. Meditation. I have a playlist that I listen to before every game. That's about it.
PB&J and goldfish before every game.
I mean, I usually do the same band routine every time. It's really the only superstition, I guess. I'm not a very superstitious guy.
I have to listen to Gunna before every game.
Eat 3 bananas before the game. Monkey never crumbs.
Always gotta have an energy drink before the game.
Oh, I gotta go to Dunkin' Donuts, get a medium tornado twist. Have to before I beat. I gotta go get one right now. Tornado twist, now we go.
Bottom of inning number 5 underway. Sean Driscoll still on the mound for 3rd inning of work. He's set down the first 6 men he's faced in order. As Caleb Walker leads off bottom 5, it'll be Walker, Horton, and Castrataro. First pitch. Hot shot outside of first, foul for strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. Driscoll kicks and fires. Walker flashes a bunt, gets it down. Driscoll fields, throws to first. In time. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's grabbing that knee. He buckled a bit as he threw the ball. You hate to see that. You can hear him yelling. Seems like he's in some pain out there. When he went to reach down to grab the baseball, something just looked a bit off. He stuck with the play and was able to get the out. But something was unnatural about that. A little bit of movement. Athletic trainer checking in on him on the mound. Still seated on the ground. While they tend to Driscoll, we'll step away. We'll be back in a few moments. It's a new pitcher on the mound as Sean Driscoll was helped off the mound by his teammates. Tough to see his day end like that. He was brilliant. Went 2 1/3 innings, struck out 4 batters. Did not allow a single base runner. The new pitcher on the mound will be a right-hander, Cosgrove Zeezer. Zeezer pitched on the 16th versus Finger Lakes Community College. A game that doesn't count towards the official stats, but still against a formidable foe. He went 2 innings, did not allow a run, allowed 1 hit, struck out 2 batters, and did not walk anyone. He stands at 5 feet 11 inches, 180 pounds. He is from Victor, New York. with the injury, he'll have as many warm-up pitches as he'd like. So we'll let him get warm. We'll step aside again. Just wanted to fill you all in on what the update was on Driscoll. Again, new pitcher on the mound when we return.
My dude Josh Petrosky, 716 Hurt, best team around. Great day to have a great day. I've heard you're the biggest troll on the team, so I got to get you. Oh, these guys are called the Muckdogs too? That's sick. What's up, what's up? How you doing today? Living the dream. You have one arm to throw with. He's got two. This is going to be so fun to watch. I'm excited. Probably a little easier when the batter's in the box and not behind a fence. Yeah, the only thing I'm really seeing, like the ones you're leaving out, you're just pulling that glove early and letting that arm get long and draggy out there. You know, I never thought I'd say it'd be a bad day to be an American, but given the context that we're playing the Americans, bad day to be an American. I got to learn how to handle you. That's why, like, a big thing is letting you do you, because I've never had a switch pitcher. So, oh, now he's going to do it with his other arm. What a talented specimen of a human. Ooh, saucy. Love that. Slide step, fuzz piece at the knees. Banana bread at work, dude. Attack, no walks, make them hit. Yeah. No one's stringing together hits against us yet, so until they do that, let's fill it up. Yeah. Pass the IDAR test, that's for sure.
From the right side?
From both sides. There's one thing Skip does, it's always have a good watch and always have clean shoes. 315, yeah, I knew that off the top of my head. Yeah, easy. I'm definitely under a squat rack at least twice a week. Hollinsworth's never seen a cornfield. You know my high school had to bring your tractor to school day? Oh, he has ate it. Aaron Judge. Oh, Jacob Vesco, not Aaron Judge. There's a cow on my mound right now. There you go. Finish him. Oh, sit him down. Oh, there we go. I wish I was half as good with one arm as he is with both. Baby shark, baby shark, keep doing your thing. 12 pitches. 3 of those batters were first pitch strikes. You only fall behind once with a K. That's an efficient inning. I like it. That was the top of their order, and you mowed it. Hey, attack, let's go! I've been married a long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? She just did the splits. I ain't getting up from that. That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
Zeisser, given quite some time to warm up as he came into the game cold. Sean Driscoll was cruising, couldn't expect him to come out of the game like that. Hope everything's all right with the right-hander, a new right-hander into the game. He'll face the top of the Muckdog order, one away here in the bottom of inning number 5. First pitch to Braden Horton is in there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. That one low, evens the count at 1 apiece. One pitch on its way. Breaking ball up high outside. Horton jumps ahead. Two-one from Zeisser is cut on and missed. Showing off a nice heater right there as the count is even at 2-2. 2-2. Fly ball right field. Drifting over towards the line. Under it. Making the catch is Wensley for the second out here in inning number 5. As Zeiser retires the first man he sees. That'll bring up Tyler Castrataro. Castrataro has reached base safely both times he's come to the plate today. Got hit by a pitch back in the first inning and then hit a double. His first extra base hit of the season, his last time up in the second. Now in the 5th. Line drive through for a base hit. Castrataro 2 for 2. Third time getting on base today. A 2-out base runner for Jackson Inman. More on Cosgrove Zeiser. Attends Monroe Community College. Teammates with a few guys from the Muckdogs. Braden Reyna, Jaden Sherwood. Reyna not in the lineup today, so won't see any college teammate matchups on the mound and in the box. As Inman fires that one. Inman takes that one outside. Zeiser fired the pitch. Inman watched it travel into the glove outside the strike zone. It's 1-0. 1-0 on its way. That one low and inside. Quickly ahead, 2-0. Inman smokes that one down the right field line. The runner is off on the pitch at 1 hops and goes over the wall. It's a ground rule double, a bad break for the Muckdogs as Tyler Castrataro would have scored easily. But a really high hop as that ball hit off the warning track and just ricocheted over that high wall in right field. So it's a 2-out double for Jackson Inman because of the high hop. The run does not score. Men on second and third with 2 away as Brian Fry will come to the plate. Fry produced a sac fly in the first, looking for 1 or 2 more ribbies right here. He'll need a hit to drive in runs in this situation. First time facing Zeiser today. His first 2 ABs. That one goes to the backstop. Castrataro is going to score. Inman advances to third. So forget needing a hit. The wild pitch draws one home. The 2-out rally puts the Muckdogs up 4-0 here in inning number 5. One-0 pitch. Check swing, no swing, ball low. It's 2-0. Fry, in his third plate appearance, is facing his third different pitcher. Initially faced Alexei Simachek, then welcomed Sean Driscoll to the game in the third inning as he flies that one into left center field. That one's got a charge to it. Dive is made, but it bounces. It's a double for Brian Fry, and he's going for third. The throw is over the head of the cutoff man. It's a stand-up 2-out triple for Brian Fry. And an RBI, he trades places with Inman and puts the Muckdogs up 5-0 here in inning number 5. I did not think off the bat that ball had the charge that it did. But he barreled it up left center field. Went to the big part of the park. A great try from Paulie Goodness, but just not a catchable ball. As Bolton grounds it, hot shot to second base. It's snared by Hector. He throws on to first in time, but the Muckdogs strike for 2 runs on 3 hits in the bottom of inning number 5. We are heading to the 6th inning. Dogs up 5-0. Inning number 6 kicks off with the new pitcher on the mound. Left-hander Evan Hollinsworth takes over. Ethan Papasek's day is done after tossing 5 shutout innings. He struck out 4 batters, gave up just 2 hits. It was a brilliant day on the mound for Papasek. Now the bullpen will be tasked with finishing this one off. They've got 5 runs of cushion to work with. Hollinsworth delivers one in the dirt for ball 1. It's the top of the pilot order as Paulie Goodness flashed bunt right there, trying to use his wheels. He's already got 1 infield single today. 1-0 pitch to him. Called, strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Hollinsworth had not the best first outing of the season, but he's really settled in nicely since then as the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball, check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Hollinsworth gets Goodness looking a little silly right there. So let's take a look at his numbers overall on the season. One-two pitch on his way. Called, strike 3. Hollinsworth sits down Goodness for the first out. Here in the top of inning number 6. He's got a 4.5 ERA across 6 innings pitched. That's over 4 outings. 8 strikeouts to 4 walks, but that really doesn't tell the story. Struggled versus Jamestown in the first game of the season, but his last outing was, ironically, versus that same Jamestown team on the 14th. He won 2 innings, shutout ball, allowed 2 hits, struck out 3, walked 1. Kept the game where it was at a 2-run deficit, and as a result, he got the win as the Muckdogs came back to walk things off in the bottom of the 9th. He's quickly become one of the top guys in the trust tree in that bullpen. Outside, count 2-1 on Cooper Loyal. Two balls and a strike. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball gets Loyal on the back leg. These curveballs have had the first 2 batters, 1 and 2 in this elite pilot order, looking silly. It's tough to get guys like this off balance. It just shows the type of stuff Hollinsworth is working with as he delivers that heater in the dirt to run the count full on Loyal. Three balls and 2 strikes the count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 low. Loyal is on with a 1-out walk. First base runner surrendered by Hollinsworth in this one. As now it's a left-on-left matchup as the right fielder Casey Wensley steps into the box. He's 0 for 2 today with a ground out and a line out. That breaking ball clips the outside corner. Wensley looking back frustrated. Had a little discussion with the umpire as he's behind 0-1. No balls and a strike the count. Hollinsworth looks back, now comes to the plate. Tapped, first base, Ewing. Doesn't field it cleanly, and everybody's safe. Looked like a potential double play being set up, but it trickled out of the glove of Blake Ewing, and the E3 has men on first and second with 1 away here in the top of inning number 6. Ewing was ready to field the ball and fire it down to second to try to start an inning-ending double play, and the urgency to get it out of the glove caused it to never really go into the glove. Is now the big bat of Noah Brooks comes to the plate. He takes that one outside for ball 1. Brooks has been stymied so far today, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. But that has not been a common theme for his season. A guy who's hitting .464 coming into today. Takes that breaking ball low. It's 2-0. Two-0 pitch. High fly ball into left center field. Hammond and Horton over. Horton makes the catch. Throws it to the cutoff man for the second out. Runners stay where they are. Big second out for Hollinsworth as he retires the dangerous Noah Brooks. Another left on left matchup. Likely what Skip Martinez saw when he elected to go to Hollinsworth here, as Louis Boussard comes to the plate. Boussard is 1 for 2 today. First time up against someone other than Papasek, as that ball in the dirt blocked by Fesh. Both runners jumped out for a moment, but when they saw Cooper Fesh kept it in front of him, stayed at first and second. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch from Hollinsworth. Fastball inside. It's 2-0. Two balls and no strikes the count. Pitch on his way. That one low. And Boussard is ahead 3-0. On deck, it's Nick DiGiacomo. That one gets a solid part of the plate. Hollinsworth trying to battle back. The count is 3-1. That one grounded to shortstop, one hop, Cashnotaro fields. Throws to Walker at second to retire the side. So the Pilots get 2 runners on, but nothing comes of it. Hollinsworth gets out of the first and second one-out jam and keeps this one scoreless, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Hi, what can I get for you?
I do Josh Petrosky, 716 Hurt, best team around.
Cosgrove Zeiser is still on the mound in the bottom of the 6th inning. Came in, did a solid job initially, then got roughed up a little bit he set down the first man. He faced Braden Horton, but then, with 2 outs, nobody on, a single from Cacciataro, a double from Jackson Inman, and a triple from Brian Fry brought 2 runs home. After no score in the top of the 6th, last time up is the same situation here in the bottom of the 6th for Cooper Fesh, leading this one off. Fesh is 1 for 2. He had an RBI single in the first, struck out versus Sean Driscoll in the third. Swings and misses through a changeup for strike 1. One of the differences in the game is something that is being highlighted today. Albeit Sean Driscoll left the game due to injury, he likely would have had a second shot against Cooper Fesh, although it's no guarantee. Count 1-1. But for both Brian Fry, James Bolton, and now Cooper Fesh, so 3 guys, in their 3 plate appearances, they've faced 3 different pitchers. In the old days of baseball, it just didn't happen. Starting pitchers went deep into games, and that allowed guys at the plate to get more familiarity. With the analytics that have come out about just how much better hitters are against pitchers when they see them more in a game, Fesh cracks that one down the right field line. Towards the corner, that ball is off the wall. Just missed a home run. He's rounding second and on for third. It's a triple to lead off the 6th inning for Cooper Fesh. Just missed hitting that foul pole for the first Muckdog homer of the season, but he will certainly take a leadoff triple as the Muckdogs are in business with nobody out. Got a hanging breaking ball. Hit that one well. I think Skip Martinez is pleading that that ball did hit off of the pole. But nothing's going to change there. It's a leadoff triple for Cooper Fesh. The second triple in 2 innings. Second triple in 3 batters at that for the Muckdogs, as Jacob Vesco in a prime position for a second ribby of the day. He takes that one on the outside corner for strike 1. A 1. Break a ball. Drops in from the sky. Nice 12-6 there to jump ahead 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The pitch from Zeiser. Outside with the heater. Good leave from Vesco. Pitch on its way. That curveball doesn't drop back down. Stays high the whole way. It's 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball outside. Vesco has worked it back full. The infielders are in at the corners, not fully in on the grass, but closer than their usual position. In the middle of the infield, they're back. They'll allow a run as Vesco stays with that breaking ball, fouls it away to stay alive. I think the right way of saying it, having the middle infielders back, is that it's not that they really want to trade a run for an out. It's just that they don't want to risk a bigger inning as Vesco reaches out, fouls that one away. If you bring the infielders in, and Vesco hits a little blooper that lands on the lip of the outfield grass, that'd be a base hit. Right now, it wouldn't be. So I guess it's more damage control, trying to prevent a snowball as the 3-2 is low for ball 4. Vesco works his way back into the count, draws a walk. Good discipline and bat control right there as runners are on the corners for the hitman, Blake Ewing. Ewing has a pair of ground outs in his first 2 ABs today. Pitch on its way. Fouled back, it's 0-1. No balls and a strike. Pitch on its way to Blake Ewing. That one low to even the count at 1-1. One offering. High in the sky. Not deep. The shortstop Loyal out to make the catch for the first out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runners can't advance at all. So that one just did not have the depth. Pinch hitter into the game. Travis Hammond out. Braden Reyna in. So we do, after all, get the matchup of collegiate teammates. Braden Reyna and Cosgrove Zeiser both attend Monroe Community College. Reyna comes into the game as the line ends 0-2 with 2 Ks for Travis Hammond in his return to the lineup. Reyna with a great opportunity to add to the lead. He takes that one inside for ball 1. The numbers on the year for Braden Reyna been great. This is his 12th game. He's got a .314 average and a .465 on base percentage. No extra base hits, so an OPS at .779. It's the 1-0 pitch. Changeup taken for strike 1. One on its way. That breaking ball just doesn't get back on the plate. 2-1. That thing really has some bite. You can see it out of the hand. It's a 12-6 curveball, which in baseball today kind of has gone away a bit. You see it sometimes from lefties, but runner goes. Vesco off for second. The throw down is not in time. They can't field it cleanly, and Cooper Fesh comes to the plate and scores. The Muckdogs manufacture a run on the bases as they lead now 6-0. Jacob Vesco into second base with a stolen bag. Two-one pitch on its way. Up high. 3 balls and a strike now to the pinch hitter, Braden Reyna. The 3-1 now coming home. That breaking ball does get the outside corner. Oh, no, that was strike 3. Some miscommunication up here on my end. Some miscommunication with everyone, seemingly, as Caleb Walker was not quite ready for that one to be strike 3. Caleb Walker to the plate. You didn't miss any pitches. First pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Zeiser showed off that curveball. That was a brilliant pitch. It worked to perfection. Shows it off again right there. Caleb Walker really has to stay back. That's obviously not just specific to Caleb Walker. With a big loop and breaking ball right that. You're ready to get out, get that foot down, and turn and burn. But the pitch comes to the plate so slow, you got to keep that weight on the back leg so you can still provide some power with your swing as the 1-1 pitch. Just tapped foul. Nice play over there at first base by hitting coach Khalid Cox. Leapt up, snagged it with one hand. Having a little fun, smiling, joking around with head coach Joey Martinez. The count 1-2 on Caleb Walker. The Muckdogs lead 6-0 here in the bottom of inning number 6. 1-2 now on its way. It's low. Vesco thought about pushing for third, but Brooks made a good block behind the plate, so he stays put. He's still in scoring position as the count advances to 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. High pop goes foul out of play. We'll do it again on 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. Fastball up high. Walker leaves it. And the count runs full. Braden Horton in the on-deck circle. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in inning number 6. The pitch. Fouled away. Walker stuck with the breaking ball. Spoiled a good pitch. Now hoping maybe he can get a heater or a curveball that catches too much of the plate for Zeiser's liking. Walker with 6 ribbies on the season, looking to make it 7. Here's the pitch. Good job laying off a curveball. Shows a great eye right there. Professional AB as he works a walk. 2 men on for Braden Horton here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch to Horton. That curveball is low. The count 1-0 on the left-handed hitting left fielder. He does not have a hit today. He's 0 for 2. Drew a walk in the 2nd inning. That one upstairs, 2-0 on Horton now. The Muckdogs have really been in control from the start here tonight. Put up 3 runs early. It's that one. High, deep drive down the right field line, but foul. A foul ball Count 2-1. Horton put good wood on that breaking ball. Didn't have the distance to get out of here. I thought maybe it did off the bat, but looks like it just hit off the end of his bat. Hooked foul. One hop to the wall, and they'll do it again on 2-1 now. Two-one pitch. Popped up left side. Out of play, it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on here in the bottom of inning number 6. Zeisser looks at Vesco at second. Now comes to the plate. The pitch is low. Horton, good patience there. The count 3-2. The runners now will be off on the pitch. Here it is now on 3-2. Up high, ball 4. Horton leaves the heater and loads the bases now for Tyler Castrataro. Castrataro has already had a big day at the plate. He's 2 for 2 with a double, a single. Was also hit by a pitch in the first inning. That has not at all seemed to bother him at the plate. Already 1 for 1 off of Zeisser today. Trying to add to that line and drive in some runners as the first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Castrataro has 6 ribbies on the season. One-0 offering. Fastball outside corner for strike 1. One on its way. That curveball stays high forever. As Tyler Castrataro jumps ahead. Have to think that Zeisser is going to attack the zone. But then again, he's walked the last 2 batters. They've made it tough on him. They've fouled a lot of pitches off in 2 strike counts. It's 2-1 on its way. That breaking ball does drop in for strike 2. Two and 2 the count on the right-handed hitting shortstop. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. He chases after the high heater and leaves the bases loaded. The Muckdogs strike for 1 run on 1 hit. And after 6 innings of play, they lead 6-0.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One motel down, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
A few defensive substitutions as we are now into the 7th inning of this one. Braden Reyna stays in for Travis Hammond. He plays center field. Coming in for Jacob Vesco and manning right field, it's going to be Luke Dodonna. Evan Hollinsworth still on the mound, delivers that one in the zone. It's fouled away for strike one. It's Nick DiGiacomo in the box right now. After him, it'll be Alex Wooten and Christian Butera. So that one popped way up on the infield. Caleb Walker calling for it. He's under it and makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Wooten is 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. He spent his first 2 collegiate years at Finger Lakes Community College from 2022 to 2024. He was great there at a .312 average, a .455 on base percentage, and a .505 slug over a 2-year sample. That one inside, count 1-1. A ball and a strike the count. Hollinsworth comes to the plate as Wooten fouls it back and falls behind 1-2. Hollinsworth ready with the 1-2. That breaking ball outside. It's 2-2. Someone up and throwing in the Muckdog bullpen. It looks like Eric Woodley. The 2-2 pitch coming home. That breaking ball low to run the count full. Three-two. Outside. Ball 4. 1-out walk for Alex Wooten. And the Pilots have a man on. Christian Butera was plunked last time up. He's in the box. 0 for 1 with that sharp line out to second base, which Caleb Walker robbed of a hit back in the 2nd inning. Was hit by Ethan Papasek in the 5th. First time facing Evan Hollinsworth. He takes strike 1. No balls and a strike the count. That one goes to the backstop behind Butera. Wooten advances to second base. That one just yanked out of the hand, went way behind Wooten. Don't see a ball miss like that all too often. Hollinsworth will settle down, though. Usually a guy with some strong control. In a 1-1 count. That one just up high. It's 2-1. Two balls and a strike the count. Here comes the pitch. That one low. 3-1 now. Hollinsworth in danger of walking a second straight batter. Mid on deck is Anthony Hector. That one is fouled away. The count now full on Butera. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one low. Gets away from Fesh. Runner advances to third. It's a base on balls. Drew Butera reaches for the second time today, as men are on the corners with one away. Here in the top of inning number 7, as pitching coach Grant Bickham will come out and speak with Hollinsworth. Meeting on the mound over, likely encouraging his left-hander to pump the zone, let the defense make plays behind him. Anthony Hector, the man in the box, is 0 for 1. He, too, was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. He's got runners on the corners. Big chance for the Pilots to chip in to this 6-run Muckdog lead. Takes that one up high for ball 1. The 1-0 on its way. That one low in the dirt. Fesh does a good job sliding over and picking it. But the count now 2-0. Hollinsworth in danger of walking the bases loaded here in the 7th inning. To know the count. Here's the pitch. It's up high, 3-0 now on Hector. On deck, it's Jacob Paletto. Here it comes on 3-0. Call a strike on the inside part of the plate. Can he battle back? Hector was just about ready to toss the bat and walk down to first base. Maybe even still with a take sign on here. They're just looking for base runners. Does not. He swings and fouls that one back. Would have been in the zone. The count now full on Anthony Hector. Pitch on its way. Up and outside for ball 4. And the bases have been walked loaded with Pilots here in the 7th inning. And that will be all for Evan Hollinsworth. Hollinsworth day done after an inning and a third. Did not allow a hit, struck out 1 batter, but walked 4. The walks, the real bugaboo in this outing. Has not allowed a run, but all 3 runners on are his responsibility. As the new man in the game will be Eric Woodley. While he makes his warm-up tosses, we'll step aside. We'll be back in just a few moments. Muckdogs up 6-0, but in a big spot, trying to slam the door. The Pilots trying to fight back here in the top of the 7th inning.
Did you know that 15 minutes can save you 15% or more on car insurance with Geico?
Yeah, but did you know that Dewey's favorite snack is popcorn from the Batavia Muckdogs?
Eric Woodley finishing up his warm-up tosses. Let's take a look at his numbers on the season. He joined the team late after SUNY Niagara, the school that he attends, made it to the Junior College World Series, but he's been great in 2 games. 1.2 innings of hitless, base runnerless baseball. He's tasked with getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch from Woodley. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Blows it by Jacob Paletto. Next offering from Woodley. Up high, count even at once. A ball and a strike the count. On the corner. On the corners, the infielders in on the grass. Back for the double play up the middle. Doesn't matter if he could just continue to blow heaters by him. Count 1 and 2 on Paletto. Woodley, a fastball that creeps into the 90s. He's got a powerful windup, which makes you feel like the way that leg kicks back, the way his body goes, makes you feel like he's really coming with heat at the plate, and he sure is, as here's the pitch. That fastball called, strike 3. A thing of beauty from Eric Woodley, just what the doctor ordered, as that is out number 2. The infielders now can all move back. They get a little more time to react. As Paulie Goodness and the top of the pilot order comes up. They still want to say it's their last chance, as of course they have 2 more innings after this one. But when you have a bases-loaded opportunity down by 6 runs, you just need to cash in. Eric Woodley leaves that breaking ball high. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. The count on the center fielder. Here comes the pitch. That fastball low and outside. It's 2-0. The 2-0 on its way. Swing and a foul tip into the glove of Fesh. Here comes the pitch on 2-1. It hits him. But they're saying, okay, no, they'll have a meeting. The umpires will convene. The home plate umpire said that ball did not hit Paulie Goodness. To be completely honest, that ball certainly did. And yes, they do end up making the right call. It hit Goodness on the shoulder. So it's a tough way to allow a run, but it's the first run of the game for the Pilots. It's 6-1 after the RBI hit by pitch from Goodness. That run counts on the line of Evan Hollinsworth. Cooper Loyal now digs into the box. Base is still loaded with 2 away. That one outside. It's 1-0. One and 0, the count. Woodley fires. They throw behind the runner at first, and they did not get him. Just sneaking back in time was Paulie Goodness. It was a really strong throw by Cooper Fesh. A nice slap tag from Blake Ewing. But no out recorded. The count 2-0 on Loyal. Here comes the pitch. That one, line drive. Diving, hits off the glove of Walker. He gets up to try to throw to first. Ewing is there to catch it. It was well late. Almost An acrobatic play, another one from Caleb Walker to save a run. He still does save a run as keeping that ball in the infield, holds it to just 1 run scoring on the play. But it's an RBI single for Cooper Loyal. The Pilots continue to chip away at the Muckdog lead. They are down 6-2 now. Casey Wensley takes a changeup outside for ball 1. A ball and no strikes. That one, a heater, clips the outside corner and evens the count at 1-1. In a game that really the Muckdogs have had control of from the start, suddenly the tying run is up at the plate. This feels like a much bigger deficit than just 4 runs for the Pilots as the 1-1. Skied, left side, out of play. Woodley ahead in the count, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. That one fouled away. Third base side. Inman gives it a look, but that one well out of play, and they'll do it again on 1-2. Pitch on its way. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 3. Wensley not happy with the call, but he'll walk back to the dugout as Eric Woodley bears down, gets out of the bases loaded jam. The Pilots chip away. They're down by 4 runs now. It's 6-2 as we have made it to the 7th inning stretch.
Hi, what can I get for you?
One Muckdog Ale, please.
Oh, that sounds good.
Here you go.
Hey, you know what? Let me get one of those too.
Hey,
Thank you, good sir.
what is this Muckdog Ale?
Oh, it's actually the official beer of the Batavia Muckdogs, brewed by yours truly, Eli Fish. Come down, stop by, and get yourself some drinks, some food, awesome stuff at 109 Main Street.
A new pitcher is on for the Pilots as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It's the tall right-hander, Dylan Kelly. Kelly standing at 6'7" and 195 pounds. He's made 3 appearances so far this season. This will be his 4th. He's got a 9.82 ERA. He's pitched 3.2 innings. Last time out was June 12th versus Jamestown. So, well-rested arm, hasn't pitched in 6 days. Versus Jamestown, did not fare particularly well. He went 1.2 on the bump, allowed 4 runs, gave up 6 hits, 2 Ks, and walked 3 batters. So a lot of traffic on the bases, a lot of hits allowed. The Muckdogs trying to pad their lead again after they let the Pilots cut into it a little bit. They scored 2 runs on 1 hit back in the top of the 7th as Jackson Inman leads off and smokes one into right center field. That one is down and to the wall. Inman is rounding second. He's going to go for 3 and make it easily. A leadoff triple for Jackson Inman. It's like deja vu all over again. The third straight inning with a triple for the Muckdogs. Inman 90 feet away from scoring. That was a loud noise. There's no doubt about that one. The second you heard it leave his bat, there's no doubt that ball was at least going to be 2 bags. Brian Fry, one of the other Muckdogs to hit a triple today, comes to the plate. Jackson Inman, with that one, is up to 3 triples on the season. Unsurprisingly, he leads the team. So that breaking ball from Kelly drops in for strike 1. The 0-1 offering. That one, similar pitch, another breaking ball that Fry leaves. It drops into the zone, and it's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Here it is. That one, low, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes the count. Here comes the pitch. Fouled back, still 1-2 on Fry. Jackson Inman, a home run away from the cycle tonight. He's got a single, a double, and a triple. 1-2. Breaking ball. Outside. It's 2-2. There's still a chance he'll come to the plate again. We haven't seen a home run yet this season from the Muckdogs, but, I mean, if he pulled that ball, certainly would have gotten out and right. Maybe. Tonight's the night. As Fry grounds that one back up the middle. It hits off of the glove and Loyal and rolls into center field. It's a ribby single for Brian Fry. His 3rd RBI of the day, and it extends the Muckdog lead to 7-2. Brian Fry, maybe just a guy who gets his RBIs in bunches. 3 RBIs today brings up his total to 8 on the season. His first 5, I mentioned it earlier, all came in the game versus Elmira, so 8 RBIs across 2 games. Make up his entire total through 12 this season as Bolton leaves that one for ball 1. It's 1-0 on the designated hitter, Bolton. They check over on Fry at first base. He's back well in time. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That breaking ball is in for a strike. 1-1 on James Bolton. Bolton taps that one to second base. Flip to short for one on to first. The ball gets by Wooten. Bolton thought about going for second base. He goes back to first. So it's a fielder's choice. You can't assume the double play, so no error on that one. Fielder's choice put out at second. 4-6-3. They were not able to finish it off. And Cooper Fesh, another man who's hit a triple today, comes to the plate. Fesh, 2 for 3. Alongside that triple, has an RBI single back in the first inning. And that triple just barely missed getting out of here for a home run, the first of the Muckdog season. Kelly fires that one in there for strike one. No balls and a strike the count. That breaking ball, a thing of beauty. Backdoor paints the outside corner. And Kelly is ahead on Fesh, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch outside. A ball and 2 strikes, the count on Cooper Fesh. He awaits and fouls it back. Count still 1-2. On deck is Luke Dodonna, who came in as a defensive substitution for Jacob Vesco last inning. One-two pitch. Tap to second base. Hector fields in the hole. He bobbles, throws to first, but not in time. That one will go down as an error, an E4, which allows Cooper Fesh to reach base. Men are on first and second base now for the newly into the game Dodonna. Dodonna came off the bench in last night's loss and provided a double, his first extra base hit of the season in his only plate appearance of the day. Trying to keep that going here in this AB. Let's look at his numbers on the season. Got a 286 average, 286 on base, and with that double, a 357 slug, which is good for a 643 OPS. He swings and misses through that breaking ball low. Count 0-1. No balls and a strike the count. That breaking ball clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes on Dodonna. That one goes to the backstop, way high. Bolton advances to third, following suit at second now is Cooper Fesh. Two runners in scoring position now for Luke Dodonna. The 1-2 pitch taken in the dirt to even the count at 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here it is. It goes to the backstop. Bolton chugging for home. He'll make it and add another insurance run to the Muckdog lead. They've snatched back the 2 runs the Pilots put up in the top half of the inning. They lead 8-2. Cooper Fesh on the wild pitch advanced to third base as the count is full on Luke Dodonna. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one fouled away, first base side. They'll do it again in a full count. On deck is today's hitman, Blake Ewing. That breaking ball clips the outside corner for a called strike 3. Beautiful pitch there from Kelly for the second out of the 7th. Blake Ewing, probably in his last chance to collect a hit, swings at the first pitch and fouls it off at home to go behind 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Ewing swings and misses. That breaking ball drops below the zone. Kelly is quickly ahead, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Pitch on his way. That breaking ball up and outside. It's 1-2. It'll be a 1-2 now. Ewing pops it up. Behind the plate. It's out of play. One and two the count. Here it is. Outside, a good leave by Blake Ewing to even the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on the bottom of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Kelly goes to the breaking ball. Ewing stumbles. Eventually gets tagged out after swinging and missing, tripping around, ended up in a place that most base runners usually don't. The result is the same. It's a swinging strike 3. And the end of the 7th inning. The Muckdogs score 2 runs. They take the 2 runs back that the Pilots scored in the top half of the inning. They still lead by 6 as we head to the top of the 8th inning. A pinch hitter into the game. Eric Woodley still on the mound as we're here for the top of inning number 8. The new man at the plate is Jonathan Decker. Decker pinch hitting. Not pinch hitting. He came in, got Noah Brooks off of his feet in the bottom half of the 7th inning, now getting his first AB against Eric Woodley here in the 8th. He takes strike 1. Decker on the season does not have a hit yet, but a .500 on base percentage. He's drawn 5 walks. Takes that one low for ball 1. So a 0 average, but a .500 on base percentage. Not something you see every day. Taps that one up the middle. Cacciataro fields, throws on the run. Ewing could not pick it cleanly. And Decker reaches base. I think that will be considered an E6. Still waiting on the ruling. It is indeed an E6. And Decker is on to open up the 8th inning. That's going to be it for Eric Woodley this evening, as Garrett Beaver is going to come into the ball game now. So Woodley comes into a bases-loaded jam in the 7th inning, came in with 1 out, got the final 2 outs. 2 runs came to score, but those count on Hollinsworth's line. He comes in, gives up an E6, so not really on him there. An E6 opens up the 8th inning, so he goes .2 innings. Is taken out now as Garrett Beaver comes into the game. While Beaver warms up, we'll step away. We'll be back in just a few moments with more baseball as the Muckdogs lead 8-2 here in the 8th inning. Beaver done with his warm-up tosses. Let's take a look at his numbers so far this season. 4 games, 4 innings pitched. Here is outing number 5, a 2.25 ERA. 5 strikeouts to 2 walks. First run he gave up was his last time out there, an earned run versus Elmira back on the 13th, last Friday. First pitch he fires is low for ball 1. Beaver will face Louis Boussard, Nick DiGiacomo, and Alex Wooten. There's a man on first with nobody out in the top of the 8th inning. That one is delivered inside. It's 2-0 now. Two balls, no strikes to count. That breaking ball clips the outside corner, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Outside, and it's 3-1. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in this evening. It's been a fun day at the ballpark. Always adds to the fun when the Muckdogs put on a strong performance like they have today. They lead 8-2 in the 8th inning. 3-1 pitch. Fly ball into shallow left field. Chasing over, coming on and making the catch is Braden Horton for out number 1. So Boussard set down. Nick DiGiacomo comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. Looking for his first hit. Pitch on its way from Beaver. Checks his swing, leaves that breaking ball outside. It's 1-0. A ball and no strikes. The count on DiGiacomo. He lines that one into left field. Horton will cut it off, but it's down for a base hit. His first hit of the day, and runners are on first and second here in the top of the 8th inning for the Pilots. Alex Wooten comes to the plate. He drew a walk and came around to score. One of the 2 Pilots to score in the 7th inning. They're threatening again here in the 8th, trying to chip back at the runs the Muckdogs put up to pad their lead. Beaver, there's a nasty slider swing and a miss for strike 1. No balls and a strike the count. That one swung on and missed. Another nice slider there from Garrett Beaver, and he is quickly ahead 0-2. I think with the way that Wooten waved at those first 2 pitches, why not go back to it? See if you can get him to do it again. He does just that and gets the same result again. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3 straight sliders in similar location. Garrett Beaver, just nasty right there for out number 2. A pinch hitter now in the game for Christian Butera. It'll be Grant Ingram. Ingram, the utility man who both has pitched and hit. He's got some great numbers in limited time at the plate this season for the Pilots. He fouls that one away. It's 0-1. Ingram is 5 for 9 in the early going and has 2 extra base hits, a 1.462 OPS in relatively limited action. So small sample, but still. Performance like that is something that you keep a note of. Anytime an OPS is in the thousands, that's very impressive. 146. Something you really don't see a whole lot is that one taken outside. It's 2-1. Two and 1 the count. Beaver delivers. That one a call. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on here in the top of inning number 8. Time is called by Ingram at the plate, so Beaver will have to wait before making his next offering. Beaver home with the 2-2. Deep drive into left center field, chasing after it. It's going to get down. Reyna will field it at the wall. It's another extra base hit for Grant Ingram. It's going to bring home 2 runs. The Pilots strike back. They're down 8-4. And hold on, this one is not just done quite yet. Grant Ingram comes off the bench and provides some thump. to be completely honest, I don't fully understand why Grant Ingram comes into this game off the bench. That is now his 10th RBI. RBIs 9 and 10. That one inside, it hits Anthony Hector. And another runner reaches base. They're 2 men on with 2 outs here in the 8th inning. But back on Ingram, he's got 10 ABs and 10 RBIs. 10 at-bats, 3 extra base hits. He's 6 for 10. The last time he started a game was versus Auburn. He went 2 for 3 with 3 ribbies and a double. So every time he comes to the plate, he rakes. Have to think that as the season goes on, he'll get more opportunities to crack the starting lineup. Jacob Paletto on now, takes strike 1. Paletto is 0 for 2. He struck out in the 7th. Grounded into a fielder's choice in the 5th. Beavers offering. That one inside. Nearly hits him. Somehow misses him. Not really sure how. It's 1-1. It's a 1-1 count. That one does hit him. And the tying run is going to come to the plate. The Pilots just not dying. They're not quitting in this one. The bases are juiced with 2 away. Beaver going to have to bear down and get out of this one. As he now will face the top of the Pilot order in Paulie Goodness. Goodness with his 5th plate appearance of the day. He's 1 for 3 with a hit by pitch and a single. And the hit by pitch came with the bases loaded last inning, so he gets an RBI to his name for that one. He takes strike 1 from Beaver. Beaver with the next one. Tapped out to second base. Walker fields the high hop, throws to second, and gets the out. Almost an unlucky bounce as that hit off of the lip of the infield grass. Caleb Walker leapt up, stayed with it, and records out number 3. We head now to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Muckdogs lead this one 8-4 after their Pilots strike for 2 runs. Bottom of the 8th inning begins with Braden Reyna. Reyna came into the game in the 6th inning, getting his second plate appearance. He struck out his first time to the bat. Dylan Kelly is still on the mound. He delivers a breaking ball in there for strike one. No balls and a strike, the count on Reyna. Takes that one on the outside corner for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, and Reyna leaves it. Still in this count, and it's 1-2. Kelly ready. He'll kick, fire. That one tapped foul outside of first. I'd like to give a special shout out here on the broadcast tonight to my parents. Today, they are celebrating their 25th anniversary. So congratulations. Ball and 2 strikes. The pitch to Reyna. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball low for strike 3. Reyna is put down for the first out of the 8th inning. Caleb Walker is pinch hit for. In his stead, it'll be a pitcher in Cole Taylor. How about this? Taylor hit for himself in the game versus Buffalo. Takes that one low for ball 1. And you know, I'll say, he didn't look too bad. Some of the other pitchers who came in to hit, you could tell. You could tell they're definitely pitchers. But Taylor, solid, formidable stance. He put a ball in play, got one to the outfield. As he pops that one up, shallow center field coming on, and making the catch is Goodness for the second out. So Cole Taylor, you know, put some pretty good wood on that ball, really. Didn't look half bad at the plate, but he pops out for out number 2. As Braden Horton comes up, Horton has 2 walks today, 0 for 2. Horton takes that one low from Kelly. Really has been such a big addition to this lineup. It just gives things a different feel to have a guy at the top of the order who's such an on-base guy, but also brings that threat of pop. Just another guy who can potentially put one over the wall or into the gap for extra bases. It's been huge, and it's no surprise why the coaching staff was so excited to bring him in. The 2-0 pitch is taken for a strike. It's 2-1 now. Going from top to bottom in this order, while they may break their streak of double-digit runs, following up on a loss today, unless, of course, they still got 1 out to work with. Shouldn't say that, as you never know. If the Pilots come back and tie the game, they'll have more than 1 out. As that one, high fly ball into relatively deep center field. Goodness under it. Makes the catch to retire the side. The Muckdogs go down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 8th. They lead by 4 as we head now to the 9th inning.
Who would you not let you date your daughter? On this team, none of them.
Walker Gleishaw, Irwin's Branch, Sam Gill. We'll go with Blake. Gotta be Blake. I'm not letting Blake date my daughter.
Yo, I forgot about Blake.
Definitely Blake. Love you, Blake. Can't date my daughter.
Sam Gill.
Irwin's Branch date my daughter. Reed Markham absolutely can never date my daughter ever.
Cooperone, just because he's Coop.
I wouldn't let Walker Gleishaw date my daughter. Brian Fry.
Branch, for sure. Bama, Garrett Beaver.
Oh, Sliz. That's not even a question.
This is an easy one for me. I've got to go with Sliz.
Nobody, because she's 3, but also Jacob Vitska. Okay. Probably, I'm not letting Woodley anywhere near my daughter either. Travis, he can't date my daughter either. Garrett Beaver. That's all I gotta say.
Walker Glashaw, Van Meter, Gavin Chandler.
You're gonna go with Sliz.
I wouldn't. You see this group? None of you is dating my daughter.
I'm in there. Nah, you gotta say one.
Especially not you.
Garrett Beaver is still in. As we head to the top of the 9th inning, he'll try to nail this one down. Not a safe situation, up by 4 runs. He'll face 2, 3, and 4 in the pilot order as he delivers in strike 1 to Cooper Loyal. Sorry about that. Oh, 1 on its way. That breaking ball just misses. Looked like a similar pitch to the first one, with the count even at 1 apiece on the shortstop Loyal. 1-1. Fouled away, first base side. 1-2 now on the shortstop. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just misses. Maybe low, maybe inside, maybe both. To even the count at 2-2. Beaver right around the zone, not missing by much. He'll come home with the 2-2. That one, line drive, made the catch. Kanta Ueno, who's in as a defensive substitution after Caleb Walker was pinch hit for, ran back there, leapt up a little bit, and made the catch for the first out here in inning number 9. Casey Wensley comes up to the sound of "Had a Bad Day." Not his favorite day at the plate. He's been 0 for 4. He taps that one to Ueno, getting tested again. He throws to first in time, and 2 quick outs in the 9th. Kanta Ueno sat on the bench for 8 innings, comes in immediately, gets 2 balls hit to him. That's sort of the saying. That's how it goes, right? The ball will find you. Doesn't matter what the situation is. The ball is going to find you. It's just natural. Now, the last hope for the Pilots tonight, Jonathan Decker. Decker takes that one low and outside for ball 1. One and 0. Beaver delivers. That one inside. 2 balls and no strikes on Decker. Decker came into the game for Noah Brooks as a defensive replacement. He's had 1 plate appearance. That was in the 8th inning. He reached on an E6. He takes that slider in for strike 1. Brooks still looking for his first, not Brooks. Brooks is certainly not looking for his first hit of the season. He has been phenomenal at the plate. Jonathan Decker still looking for that first hit of the season as he flies that one into center field. Reyna is there. He makes the catch, and the Muckdogs nail down a victory. They bounce back after a loss versus Auburn last night, and they take down the number 1 team in the West Division in the early going. As Garrett Beaver tosses a 1-2-3 9th inning. Muckdogs improve to 8-5 on the season. Newark will drop to 7-2-1. A lot of standout performers to choose from in this one. Let's start out on the pitching side with tonight's starter who gets the win, Ethan Papasek. Papasek tossed 5 innings of shutout ball. Really not much of any trouble. No sort of jams that came up against him in this one. At the plate, the Muckdogs, it was an all-around team effort. They supplied 10 hits, 3 of them triples, the most extra base hits we've seen, really, as a double from Tyler Cacciataro. Jackson Inman, though, was the guy at the plate who did the big damage. Went 3 for 4, a single, a double, and a triple. Brian Fry also played a big role, went 2 for 3 with a triple, single, sac fly for 3 ribbies. Cooper Fesh was strong, 2 for 4, a triple and an RBI single. From top to bottom, just a good, strong win against a really good Newark team. Good to get the momentum rolling. The Muckdogs return to the field tomorrow. They will not be here at Dwyer Stadium. They go on the road to face the Niagara Ironbacks. The first time the Muckdogs travel to Canada in team history. That's all for tonight's broadcast. I've been Nikita Lohman, taking you through this one. I thank you all very much for tuning in. I thank you for letting me take you through this evening.